abandoned and left for dead, until the human revived her with a kiss. She remembered pain first, then silence, then the cold. Her name, at least what the soldiers had called her, was Lyra 9, a hybrid soldier born from war. Half machine, half organic, built for obedience and precision. When the orbital strike hit her squad, she was torn apart and left among the ruins, her circuits dimming, her synthetic heart slowing to nothing. Her last thought had been a simple one. I failed, then darkness. The human found her 3 days later. Elias was a medic, or what was left of one after the war. He'd been scavenging the dead city for supplies, looking for batteries, oxygen tanks, anything still worth trading. The battlefield was silent, except for the wind sweeping through broken towers. That's when he saw the faint blue glow under a collapse beam. He pried it open with his crowbar and found her there, half buried, armor melted, chest plate cracked. She looked almost human beneath the grime and the metal, save for the glowing veins of circuitry across her collarbone. For a long time he just stared. Damn, he muttered, kneeling beside her. They really left you to rot. Her pulse indicator flickered once. Barely there. He hesitated, scanning the ruins around him. Salvage protocol said to strip useful tech, not save it. But the way her hand twitched, the way her eyes tried to open, something in him shifted. She wasn't gone. Not yet. Elias worked for hours, kneeling in the dust, hands trembling as he patched what he could. Her power cell was ruptured, coolant leaking from the seams of her neck. He scavenged a stabilizer from his medpack, repurposed a fusion cell, and started a manual restart sequence. It didn't work. Her eyes stayed closed, her lips pale metal beneath a thin layer of synthetic skin. Her vitals dropped again, from weak to none. He cursed under his breath. Come on, don't you dare quit on me now. Desperate, he remembered something old, a human trick, before the machines came. A way to breathe life back into lungs that had stopped. He pressed his palm to her chest. You're built like us, he whispered. Then maybe this still works. He leaned down and sealed his mouth over hers. Air flowed. Once. Twice. Then, a spark. Lyra gasped. Her body convulsed violently as the circuits along her neck lit up, glowing like veins of lightning. Her eyes snapped open, bright silver, flickering with static. Her hand shot up, gripping his throat with impossible strength. Identify yourself, she rasped, voice half mechanical, half human. Elias didn't fight back. He just held her wrist gently. Relax. You're safe. I found you in the rubble. Her grip tightened, then faltered. The damage had drained her strength. She slumped forward, trembling. He eased her down. Easy. You're alive now. That's what matters. Alive, she repeated softly, tasting the word. I was offline. He smiled faintly. Yeah, not anymore. By nightfall, she could stand. Barely. They camped beneath the ruins of an overpass, his cloak wrapped around her shoulders. The storm raged above, acid rain hissing against the concrete. She watched him clean his rifle by the firelight, the faint orange glow reflecting in his eyes. Why did you do it? She asked suddenly. He didn't look up. Do what? Revive me. Her voice was steady now, though faintly metallic. Your kind doesn't usually save us. He shrugged. Didn't think about it. Just didn't want to watch someone fade away. Someone, she echoed. You don't even know what I am. He finally looked at her. You're breathing. That's enough. She didn't understand. No one had ever spoken to her like that. Not her commanders, not her creators. To them, she had been a weapon, a project, a number. To him, she was someone. Days passed. They traveled together through the wastelands. She with her repaired armor, he with his cracked helmet and stubborn grin. She hunted food from the irradiated forest. He fixed her joints when they locked up. Slowly, her voice lost its metallic edge. Slowly, he stopped calling her machine. She found herself watching him more often than she meant to. The way he smiled even when bleeding, the way he whistled songs she didn't recognize. Humans were strange, she decided. Fragile, irrational, but alive in ways no machine could be. Sometimes, she'd touch her lips when he wasn't looking, wondering if the warmth she remembered from that first breath had been real. Then came the patrol. 3 drones descended from the sky, scanning for survivors. When they saw her heat signature, they identified her instantly. Defective Unit LYRA-9. Terminate and reclaim. She shoved Elias behind a wall. Stay down. Lyra. Now. She stepped out into the open as the drones opened fire. Plasma streaked the air. She moved like lightning, blades flashing from her wrists, deflecting the beams. One drone fell, then another, but the third got a shot through her shoulder. Sparks flew. She staggered, smoke rising from the wound. Elias ran forward, firing his rifle wildly, shouting curses. You're not taking her. The last drone turned toward him, just as she lunged, dragging it down in a burst of shrapnel. When the dust settled, both were on the ground. He crawled to her side. Her systems were flickering again, pulse light dim. Hey! Hey! Don't you dare check out again, he whispered, voice breaking. She smiled faintly, her silver eyes dimming. You revived me once. You can do it again. He shook his head. Not like this. Her hand reached for his face, cold metal fingers brushing his cheek. You taught me something. Humans don't run from the impossible. Then she went still. Elias didn't move for a long time. When he finally did, he did the only thing he knew. He worked. He scavenged the drone's cores, stripped their reactors, rerouted every volt of energy into her power cell. It wasn't enough. He needed something more. Something alive. He pressed his forehead to hers. One more time, he whispered. Breathe. He kissed her again. This time, the light didn't flicker. It blazed. Her body arched as her systems roared back to life. Light flooding her veins, her eyes glowing brighter than ever. She gasped and then slowly smiled. You really don't quit, do you? He laughed weakly. Guess not. Weeks later, travelers in the wasteland began to whisper stories of a man and a silver-eyed woman walking the ruins, healing, rebuilding, saving those left behind. They said the woman moved like lightning and spoke softly, and that the man carried no weapon but hope. And when the storms came, when the skies turned green and the air burned, people said they saw 2 silhouettes through the fire, one human, one machine, hand in hand.